Yo, what's up? My name is Derek. I just want to have a talk. I don't know, man. Lately, a lot of young people been coming up to me, young men, and they're like, yo, man. They either call me Unc or OG or old head. They're like, yo, man, like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're like ripped. You're this, you're that, and like, what's your secret? And so I just want to start talking about things. You know what I mean? Like my experience. Well, the first thing is I'm disciplined, right? And it took me a long time to get to that point. I'm disciplined, and I cut a lot of stuff out in my life that's not good. So right now I'm a all-natural bodybuilder, so I'm training for a competition May 16th. So I'm in my stage of getting prepared for that. But besides that, I basically train all the time for life. I do hot yoga, I teach it, I do hot Pilates, hot Vinyasa, and hot Cycle. I train at Hot Flow Studios in Voorhees. I also teach and train at Focus Hot Yoga in Bryn Mawr, PA. And I lift weights. I've been lifting weights since 1980, since I was 14 years old. It's a big part of my life. It's a part of my identity. And I focus on cardio. When I was young, I focused on numbers and how much I could lift and how strong I was. I was starting to get a lot of injuries. I was getting older. Now I'm trying to prevent injuries and work out smart. I also eat very clean. So I feel like, I say this to the young brothers, I'm a Lamborghini. So if you got a Lamborghini, you're not gonna put unleaded fuel in it. You're gonna put the best. You're gonna put the high test in it. You're gonna put the best oil. You're gonna put the best of everything. And that's how I treat myself. And I used to live for instant gratification. And so I have a discipline, that doesn't really float my boat like it used to, because at the end of the day, it's an empty feeling when you're chasing a feeling, because it's good when you get the feeling, but then when it goes away, and then you got people around you, and you wonder, do they really like you, or do they just around you because of what you're doing for them, or whatever. So I'm keeping my circle tight, and if you're around me, I need to feel like you're really down with me, not just, into some bullshit. There's a lot of that going around. But for the young people out there, get focused, stay focused. Focus on something that's gonna better your life, that you can achieve. And my thing is about service, helping other people, because I'm a recovering drug addict. So I learned there, basically pay forward, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, helps everybody, and that's how we can grow together. Try to have that mentality. I also have a belief system, God, Jesus Christ, which not a lot of people talk about. I don't really talk about it that much, but I don't want to act like I'm ashamed of God, because I don't want him to be ashamed of me on Judgment Day. I want him to say, good job, son, well done, come into the gates. That's what I want. So, that's where it's at, man. And if not for nothing, since I've been following that path, my life has gotten better and better and better. And I have goals that I want to achieve, and I'm going for them, but they're not happening as quick as I want. But I'm also learning that there's growth in the process. So stay steady, whatever you're trying to do, just keep grinding, just keep doing your best, and be grateful. Because a lot of people, like I'm 59, going to turn 60. That's why these guys be asking me, like, what are you doing? Because it's unusual for somebody my age to be this in shape, and I realize that. And I don't do any type of drugs, no TRT, and I never did steroids, I never did that. Not that I didn't think about doing TRT at one point, I did, but I went to a doctor about 6-7 years ago, and he told me I don't need it. So I was like, all right, and I don't need it, because here's the thing I want to talk about, longevity. I don't know how long I'm going to live, but let's say I live a long time. I want to be fully functioning, and I don't want to put nothing in my body that's going to affect me in the back end. You know what I mean? So what you do today can affect you tomorrow. So I want to start doing stuff or saying things on here, because I'm not going to bullshit you. I want to come on social media and be like, yeah, look at me and all that shit, because I want attention. That's just the truth. You know what I mean? Keeping it real. But sometimes you got to get past that. And because I noticed when I say certain things, like when I posted a video about being clean, I got a lot of response, and somebody actually asked me and said, they DM'd me and said I need help. So I was just like, wow. So if I can make a difference, even if it's only 1 or 2 people, that's what I want to do. All right, peace out. Later.